All right, it's that time again, time for the Sunday video. And today we're gonna core like an Egyptian. Let's get to it. So here we are, we're back in the woods, nice cool morning, and I'm wearing a new color. This is the gray Corporal's Corner hoodie. We have an embroidered logo right here, no longer using the iron-ons, it's embroidered. I showed you the green one about a month ago, so check this bad boy out. Like I said, these are embroidered, so there's no fear of washing it 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 times and it starts to fade. It's gonna be there forever. Now, these are available on my website, corporalscorner.com. Go there, check it out. Takes you right to the products. Just scroll through it, see what else I have there. We'll talk about pans here in a few minutes, but the hoodies are there, and it's OD green and heather gray. This skillet right here is going to replace the previous one. That was a 6-inch skillet. This one here is 8 inches across. We have a 6 1/4 base, and we have an 1 3/4 side walls. We also have that classic removable handle. It's exact same size as the other one, so it's a one handle that fits all. So you can carry both pans with you into the woods, and one handle if you choose to. Best part is, it fits inside the Corporal's Corner skillet bag, just like the others, along with a 6x12 grill and a full-size spatula. Boom! The skillet bag and the big boy skillet are available right now. There's 100 dropping to my website. That link is in my video description box. Jump on them because they're going to go fast. Now for today's video. Now I apologize, some are going to see the title and the thumbnail and they're not going to watch because it's not an overnighter. However, this is something I've wanted to try for a long time and I'm going to. Now, this is an experiment in Egyptian core drilling. What they did thousands of years ago was they found a way to actually core holes all the way through solid granite, limestone, wood, etc., etc. And they did it with a piece of copper. They were the kings of copper. They had copper everything, axes, knives, they had hammers, chisels, you name it, even nails. So they were able to do the casting process and basically cast whatever they wanted and hammer it down, harden it, and actually use it out in the woods, out in the field, out in the desert, you know, and actually shape rocks and materials to their will. Now, what they found is they found holes and cores from the holes everywhere, but nowhere has it ever been shown how they actually did that. There's one drawing, it looks like this, and is actually shown with some kind of apparatus like this, with a round rock on it and a handle that comes up, over, and up, and it's assumed that they spun it like this because the bottom of it shows a vase. And they found actual rocks where you could see they drill one hole, the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one, and break each one off and create a large opening. So it's assumed they did that everywhere. However, no pictures depict what they actually used for materials, how it was done. Is that the only apparatus they use for large blocks, or was that used for vases only? No one knows. On YouTube, there's several people that have tried to recreate it and did a great job. I only want to test my theory. And my theory is using something that's called a handicap bow drill. I want to take a log, I want to lay it at a 45-degree angle, and then put stakes next to that log, keeping it upright, with a spindle attached to that log, rock at the bottom, and then use a bow drill like you would to create a fire to simply go back and forth and work this spindle back and forth into that stone. Just like you'd have a bearing block in your hand and your spindle would be here with your bow, this is now our bearing block. So when I flip this over, that indentation will marry up with this male point. You have a male and a female. It'd be like this, but flipped over, and a rock would be here on the ground. Lift it up. So I get an idea of what I need to do. I need to bring this log forward So we got an arbor knot or a bushcraft zip tie. I'm gonna just lock it in place a little bit there. I can always tighten it down even more, but I want to raise this log up and then fasten it. With that, it should be right where I want it, and it should work out. Go around, back through, there's an overhand knot, and then one more overhand knot right there on the outside. And then at that point we can pull it tight. So I have an 1.5 inch copper tube right here, and we're embedded about 2 inches. So I'm gonna take the back side, not the blade, the back side, and make a mark about right there so that I know if that is down here, we got 6 inches into that rock. And what the Egyptians did is they created some type of slurry. They found residue of kind of like not clay, but it had silica, it had crushed up quartz. It was a mixture of something to make it rough, kind of like sandpaper. And they added water or oil with that. And they placed clay around that drill bit, kind of like a bathtub, think of it like that, and would pour this silica liquid mixture in there, and again it would coat the outside of that drill bit and actually work and actually eat that rock away. Being that that sandstone is comprised of quartz and silica, I have no need for quartz or silica to be mixed with water. It's already there. But what we're going to do, I got some clay, we're going to build bathtub walls around that so I can just add water to it, and the natural material that comprises that sandstone will become the grit or that actual slurry that I need to keep coring and hopefully get all the way through that rock. So getting this thing started is going to be a problem. And the reason why is because the weight of this log is too much for the spindle with one person. If I had a longer bow and two people, it probably wouldn't be a problem. So what I can do is try to back off the weight a little bit. And I got this log right here. I can stick it inside here, angle it, and then just tap it and see when it starts to move. Like, there we go. So I can kind of adjust the speed of it, and then every so often tap it forward a little bit more as we're trying to get it going. And it just seems like too much pressure is what the problem is. It's finding that happy medium in between there. Minor adjustment, and then it wants to go. Side note, the bathtub slurry is actually working. Nothing's leaking out of it, and everything's being retained inside there. So let's go ahead and pull this spindle out, or our drill bit, and then we'll go ahead and look at our cores and see what we got. Go ahead and get my log, and 1, 2, 3. Place that in there. It's about right, about 5 inches. Probably only about a 2.5, 3 inch core. Look at that. And that core is down inside there. I'm going to have to break it off. But yeah, cool. Yeah, I wish that core was actually intact. You can see where probably 3 inches of it broke off. See if I can break it off with this saw blade. There we go. Just like that. So here we go. here's my finger where that line was, and it's about 1 inch to where the clay or the slurry mark is. So we were in there about 5 inches or so, somewhere in there. I mean, I figure it's overall probably right around 8. That's 1 inch and there's 2 inches, so yeah, about 5 inches. And the core broke off earlier, and then another half actually exploded. So we got a good 3-inch core out of it, and you can see lines on it where it's actually going down. So the theory's sound, and utilizing bushcraft skills, survival skills, we can core holes in rocks now. So that's the first on YouTube as far as, you know, in my genre. But is this one of the more harder ways? Yes. For what I saw online, utilizing a hand drill like this where it goes around in a circular fashion, attached to a table to keep it upright and vertical, then, I mean, the rate was about the same, about 1 inch, probably about an hour, but it was just a lot easier to actually go and non-stop. If you got a couple guys you can swap out. This was me by myself for 4 hours. Yes, I took a break here and there, but that was monotonous, and it serves no purpose for what I need out here in the woods at all. If I wanted to, you know, maybe put some dowels in there or logs or something, I could do that. But keep in mind, using something like this, you got to bring it with you, first off. Second, you're only able to drill holes vertically. You can't do it this way and actually utilize slurry. So it is what it is. But in the end, did I prove a theory? Yes, I did. Am I happy? Yes. Did it work? Yes. So with that, I'm happy. Real quick here, don't forget we have those 100 big boy skillets that are dropping right now. There's also 25 of the smaller hybrid skillets, and those will be the last run. I found 30 more plates, so I'm running 25 this week, and I'll just keep 5 in reserve for whatever. But we have 100 big boy, and we have 25 of the small hybrids. If you want to get a hybrid, get it now. Make sure you read it where it says big boy and hybrid, because if you buy the wrong one, I'm out of hybrids and that's it. So you're pretty much stuck with what you have. So keep that in mind. Along with that, we have that new gray hoodie. Both those are in my video description box under my website link. Click it and get her done. I appreciate everyone watching. I appreciate everyone looking out for me. With that, let's go and get out of here. All the gear in my videos can be found in one spot, my website, and that link is in my video description box. Now do me that favor, hit that like and subscribe button, then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. As always, thank you for your comments, views, and support. Thanks for watching. Get out in the field, have some fun. I'm gonna catch you next time.